All right. Let's see. Hello, everybody. How's it going? We are live. I have Arrow. She's hanging out with me today. My little gremlin. She actually just laid eggs for me the other day. Well, welcome to episode 9 of the Gecko Show. Um, we're going to be talking today about the group, Worldwide Crested Gecko Enthusiasts, and we're also going to be talking about some of the breeders that we have and some of the plans and some do's and don'ts and everything. We'll touch base on this in some future episodes, but I just wanted to touch on a few subject points of it. It's just gonna be me tonight. David Pino, he is at a wedding rehearsal, so cool for him. I'm at home with the geckos, so it's a time to be alive. But yeah, so it's gonna be good nights. But yeah, go through everything, and if anyone has any questions, just feel free to ask away. Hello, Wally. Good to see you. So happy that you're able to join in. And hi, Frank. Awesome to see you guys. Give me some company. I did this last week, and I was doing flying solo for the stream. I had like no one in the chat. I was just talking to myself for a good like half hour. But no, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Even if I'm doing this just alone. Justin would join in, but he is actually out in Indiana doing a little RC crawling festival. So good for him. That's all right. He gets to go out and have fun. I get to go out and have fun at Tinley and Shopper coming up, so I'll take it. Oh, to those that don't know, wink wink, I'm vending at Tinley again this year. What? 2 times in a year? That is amazing. And you're good, Frank. I won't know if I'll be going a full hour. I might only go a half hour, 45 minutes anyways, so you are A-okay. Appreciate you joining though. I'll take anything that I can get. But so we're gonna go over some of the breeding schedules and plans and things that we try to do. And that's cool, Wally. No worries. Hope you had a good time in La Crosse. Wish I could go up there. We wanted to go to Madison, but we got told a couple days before, so it got pretty, hard to attend that. So we were also going to do out in Iowa, I think it was. Oh, Davenport, Iowa. We're going to do that show there too this weekend. That would have been, I believe, tomorrow, but which it just being me would have been really difficult. And we just found out that there was a show out there 3 days ago. So that's okay. We've got Schaumburg coming up, and we've also got Scott's again back at King County Fairgrounds at the end of the month. So that'll be nice. And then Schaumburg will be less than a month away. Trying to gear up for that. So it's going to be a good time. My first time actually going or vending Schaumburg. I've never gone to Schaumburg because I always see Tinley as the, MVP. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. All right, Errol. You're being a bugger. Let me get your husband out. All right, so this is Errol. She's really fired down right now, but she is just a pretty generic, and yes, Wally, I saw the out-of-state inspections, and that's one of the other main reasons why we didn't go. We were told a couple days before the show, so there would have been no way for us to get the certified veterinary inspection, and then as well as the out-of-state tax form. So that would have been, another pain in the butt. So we ended up just not going, and we'll save our efforts for another show. We do a ton of them throughout the year anyway, so it wouldn't have been too much of a loss. Would have liked to go though. But, so this is Arrow. Anyways, like I was saying, so this is Arrow. She is just a little cutie patootie, kind of being a brat right now. There's Geckos trying to breed in this tank behind me. I can hear him. You're not going to be able to hear him on screen, but, so she's just your typical average, yellow, orange Harley Quinn. Nothing too crazy about her. So she fires down gray. She's super calm. I actually posted a photo yesterday on my Facebook page of me in a hat. She was the one that was on top of the hat. So that was uber cute. My little chunky baby. She actually just laid eggs for me a week ago. So she's actually doing really well. Kelsey sacks are doing great. She handles just fine. My little My big chunk. I love her to pieces. Let me see if I can get the mail out. Don't know how this is going to go because I just handled her, but we'll try. Yeah. Go lay down. Okay, so this is who she is paired with. This is Splat. He was given to me. Oh Lord! Don't cancel the stream or bite me. So he is okay. Please don't cancel the screen. Oh, we good? We're good. He's just your typical average yellow Harlequin. Nothing too special about him. Produces really well. Please don't bite me. Um, he's really good, really easy to handle. Besides him being a little, crap when it comes to breeding, he breeds really well. Please do not cancel the stream. He keeps pressing buttons. Bear with me. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, we're good. Okay, you're gonna hang out on the table, or are you gonna come back? Well, Frank, I think you jinxed it because now he's starting to freak out. He's starting to look around too, so I want him to bite me. Give me a bugger. Come on. Don't be a little bugger. There we go. All right, there we go. Say goodbye. Okay, so that was Splat. I got him about a couple years ago. Really good boy. I mean, breeds really well. Maybe a little bit like overbearing sometimes, but usually I just nudge him away and he's fine. And she's eventually able to find a good spot to hide, so she's really good. So just produces yellow Harlequins, nothing too special. These guys are really tame parents, and that's something that I always tell people that, tame parents and all the kids that I've actually gotten out of this pairing are super tame too. I've kept their first baby back and I can handle it just like this. It's awesome. Okay, so let's see who else I can get out that will generally like me. I'll get out my Red Dalmatian pairing. I have two projects. His name is Pepper. That's my male. He's a good boy, a little on the jumpy side. If I can handle him for a little while, he's not bad at all. Alright, what you need? Hey, Rose. Come on. It's fine. Okay, so this is Rose. She is the female. Please don't bite me. That he is paired with. She fires up really dark red, so she's fired out right now. I just woke her up from her, beauty nap. Confetti Dalmatian, originally purchased from Trucantus. She's been an amazing breeder. She's already laid 3 sets of eggs for this year. Her first set is gonna be hatching here, probably in a couple weeks, I would think. But so kind of hard to see all of her Dalmatian spots and everything, but she's got red all along her sides for spots and everything, so she's super pretty. I love this little girl. Let me see if I can get Pepper on now. Hi. Me bugger. So this is the boy that everyone raves over. I've been offered quite a lot on him, and I keep turning it down. Oh, calm down. No, calm down. Don't be a brat. Please don't drop your tail. Good. Yeah. I know everyone doesn't like the paper towel, but here you go. No, don't jump on me. Please don't jump on me. Alright, so this is the boy that everyone raves and talks over. I've been offered over $1,000 on him, and I've denied it because he produces some really killer kids, and I just love him. I've got Rose's scent on me, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Alright, go get your girl. He's always had a little bit of floppy tail ever since I first got him. We're trying to work on that, basically just putting more clutter inside the tank, but you can only do so much. Let's see. Lemon, I'll get out cheesecake and beans. I might not be able to get out everybody just because a lot of them are still kind of spazzes. Let me see if I can get out Alaska. He's one of my male breeders. This is one of my male breeders that everyone sees shows. He's kind of my eye catcher to the table. I always try to do things. Well, here's the other side of my room. At least the reptile room, so you get to see all the isopods are all in these big tubs over here. For fly cultures for the frogs in these containers or these tanks and everything. A little bit further down, you get to kind of see literally everything. It's kind of the general room. And then, of course, you've got the entire closet filled with everything. This big tank right here, that is my strawberry dart frog. Male, unfortunately, did not make it. I just have one female. One tiny little frog in a huge tank. So I keep trying to find more. If anyone knows where to find Ufaga Pumilio, the Nicaraguan locale, if anyone can find one, let me know. I've been searching. I want a captive bred strawberry dart frog that is a Nicaraguan species, because that's what she is. Problem is that the male and the female, my dart frogs, they might have paired before the male croaked, pun intended. So I don't know. We're trying. It's trial and error. You know, we're really trying to look out for the best of the animals, but sometimes new animals just don't make it. She's been doing great. They might have paired. I might have eggs. I have no idea. I don't want to tear apart the tank and find out and, screw up something. Oh, Wally, you might like this because you like different species of geckos. More rare, exotic. In this tank right here, I have 4 Hawaiian high expression morning geckos. There's not many breeders in Illinois. I think I'm one of 2 in Illinois. I got mine originally from, what's his name? It'll hit me later. I got it at Tinley. There was only 6 in the building at Tinley. I got 4. But yeah, so all sorts of fun. Of course, I could talk forever about just the top shelf, but I don't want to bore everybody all day. I have a lot of species, and it just keeps going. That's all the ice pots. It's a good time. So I spray and feed these guys every week. Weekend, I should say. I just do your tropical fish flakes, and of course spray and do all that. I want to try it out with the Podwicks and see if I can spray less. But at that point, these tanks are up high where it keeps humidity because it's warmer. So it keeps the water trapped in there. So I've actually been having some type of luck with keeping everything up top. So I'll take that. Also, hi Angie, welcome to the stream. It's just me, so I'm talking about everything. If you have any questions, want me to show you anything? I'll show you anything. Except for the frogs. I don't want to stress them out. Type C morning geckos hatched today, and a baby jumped on my face and dropped a tail at the same time. Oh, man. Temps for the ice pods. So the room stays right about 71, 72. So I'd say up here, maybe 73. They breed great, and it's a little bit warmer up there. So it's really not bad. There's also, you really can't see it, but behind here, there's a vent that sucks air in. So it doesn't get overly hot in the room. There's a vent down below that pushes air in. So it cycles the room, so it doesn't become stagnant. So it's kind of why we picked this room to be the reptile room. I don't want anything to be stagnant or smelly. So it works. Let's see. So I don't have too many super exotic species of isopods, compared to like how some people do. I've got your typical dairy cow, your giant canyons, your orange creams that you see absolutely everywhere. Dwarf whites, I've got the powdered species, a couple of them. We've got powdered orange and powdered whites, so that's pretty cool. And dwarf whites, I have no idea if they are doing anything. I don't know because they're hard to see. It's pretty tough. FTD, that's crazy. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm a little stupid. But so yeah, I've got your Shiros. do or did have rubber duckies. Last time, okay, so I originally got a 24 count. The colony crashed. I don't know why. I might need to do a bigger tub. They're 6 quarts and they were doing great. Um, but I don't know. Now I'm down to maybe 5 or less. It's hard for me to find all of them because they always burrow. But let's see. Ever thought about getting drain flies as an additional feeder for your smaller critters? Not really. I do melongaster. Right? Hang on. Which tub? Yeah, melongaster. Sorry, I have to remember between Heidi and melongaster. Heidi is the bigger one, melongaster is the tinier one. I do melongaster for all my smaller critters. Mainly what my smaller critters are just my morning geckos, my high expression, blah, 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 you know. And then I've got my dart frog species. Most of my dart frogs right now are not fully grown. I have maybe about 30 babies right now of the thumbnail species. So they're like the size, less than the size of a dime. So I can't go too big. Yeah, Wally, you know what's funny is that it's not even the dwarf whites that I'm finding. I could just not be finding them and I could just be, they could just be hiding. Um, my orange cream and I have problems. My orange cream and I have, like, I want to go hand in hand with orange cream iSpot. I really do. Okay, orange cream are kept in this section. Last weekend, I found an orange cream in this section. I'm at my wit's end. And I don't know how they're getting over the leap. There's a whole rack space, probably a good 3 inches that iSpot would have to clear. There's no way they could jump down. There's Vaseline on the bottom of these racks. So I don't know. I am losing my mind. They have infested one of these over here for my powdered oranges. That it's just now. Actually, no, it's not my powdered orange. It's my SP orange. If I sell anything out of that container now, it's just an orange pack. I'm selling it together because I can't get the orange cream out. I've tried at least a dozen times to siphon and just get everything out of the the SP orange tank because the orange cream infested it. They got in there and they're breeding and they're everywhere. Ah. Are you using the Starbucks? Yeah, I think so. Beam me up. Oh, man, these orange creams are everywhere, and I don't get it. And not only that, the other thing that confused me, too, was that I found a giant canyon, a pretty large one. Oh, what was it? I think it was in one of my magic potions, actually. So let's see. My giant canyons are kept right over here. Magic potions are over here. Problem is, it's a 1/4 inch hole, maybe less. It's a giant canyon. Those things are a good inch wide, 1/2 inch wide, 3/4. How did it get through the hole? Oh, man. Invertebrate do sell those cultures if you get curious. I know. Let's see. Drainfly cultures require just wet leaf litter containers, and that's about it with additional protein and stuff. Drainfly cultures. FTD. Those requests are such a nuisance. People culture them. Interesting. Drainflies. Are we talking like fruit flies, like the actual fruit flies that live in a drain? Is that what we're talking about? I've never heard of a drain fly. I've heard of fruit flies that live in a drain and they get out and they fly everywhere, but risky flies are mostly used. Do people feed the flies or larvae? I mean, invertebrate dudes sell those cultures if you get curious. Are we just talking flying fruit flies? I don't know. What do I know? I'm just here 9 to 5. Well, now 7:30 to whenever. But yeah, so giant canyons are bugger. They were producing really well. Some of the newer species that I was gonna mention earlier that I got at Tinley. What was it? Tinley on March. Um, got some new species. I got the red hissings. These I actually didn't pick up from Tinley. I picked these up from a lady shortly before Tinley, but we'll just say Tinley to make people happy. Red hissing. So if anyone doesn't know what red hissing ice pods are, they're red and they hiss. So I've never been able to do it, but um, Angie, I know they're confusing me. I've never heard of drain flies. They just keep saying drain flies and not explaining it. Around public washrooms, mainly larger than fruit flies and slower flyers. Okay, interesting. As long as we're not talking about the fly or like gnats when you walk outside and there's a big fuzz of gnats everywhere and they follow you into your garage as you're walking inside and they will follow you for who knows however long. And yeah, sorry. Okay, can you guys not? Can you guys go to sleep? That was my frogs, my Zarayoungas over here. They are up 24/7. I don't know why. They also breed 24/7. I get eggs from my Zarayunga dart frogs like every 3 weeks. And they produce like 20 at a time. So if anyone wants dart frogs, Zarayunga, they're like a purple reddish color with neon blue stripes going down the back. They're pretty cool. They're on my Facebook page. Or you can just look up a Google photo. Zarayunga. It's one word with a Y. Whatever. Um. Anyways, squirrel syndrome. I agree, Wally. Drain moth flies. Okay. Got it. Alright. Anyways, back to some of my ice pods that I was talking about. Some of the more rare species I got. So I got red hissing. If you haven't seen the video that was floating around on social media, basically it was a lady that had a bunch of red hissing isopods. That basically you get a bunch of them and you hold them in your hand. I probably won't do this, but I'd be curious to try. You kind of roll them in your hand a little bit and they'll hiss. They'll make noise. I've never been able to do it. I only got, what was it? A 10 count. That was back in March. Right before Tinley. So I tried. I couldn't get them to make the hissing noise, but they're breeding now. I've got maybe 20 babies in there, so we'll see in the future. I also got, so everybody knows the famous clown isopod. I got its sister species. I'm gonna butcher the name. Dvorbnik? Cool. They basically look like clowns, but instead of the black, it's just more red. So it's like red, orange, and then white spots. Really cool. Armadillo aficionatus red. Yes. Yes, the red hissers, the aficionados. I can never pronounce icepod names. I don't get how people can do it every day. I just call things a common name, but then the common name becomes harder to say, so I give up after a while. Let's see. Oh, I also got some of the Putacana, Armadillion vulgare. I could say that one. Putacana, those I was told by Josh's frogs, someone that I like, at least for the frog aspect, that you can sex Putacana ice pods. Wally, help me figure this out if I'm correct. But I was told with the Putacana species that if you see kind of like the white line and like kind of like a spine per se, it's a female. Dubrovnik. Alright, sounds good. Good enough to me. Putacana and St. Lucia are beautiful. St. Lucia. Alright, cool. I say Saint, ST, whatever. But yeah, so I've been told that Putacana, you can actually sex, like, the ones that have the line going down the back are the females. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told that. I might be flip-flopped, it might be the other way around for the gender of sexing a Putacana species. But I got a pack of, I don't know, maybe 40? 30 or 40 or something like that, and they're booming. I'll take it. They're doing awesome. But yeah, no, they are really pretty. I'm excited to introduce some new isopods. That's my first new isopod species I've got in over a year. Everything else I've just been stocked up on and everything. So, let's see. And I had to create a whole nother tub for my Armadillian Gestroy, my yellow spotted species. I'll show you guys something. This is really cool. I just like showing this off because I find it so entertaining to me. I just think it's the coolest thing because I get to see how well they're doing. So these are my, how do you pronounce it? Armadillian Gestroy. My yellow spotted. This is how well they are doing. This is all isopods. This is one container. There's a good, I don't know, 200 there. I'm getting dirt all over my laptop. That's okay. As long as I'm not dropping any isopods. So they're doing really well. I'll take that. And there's another, like, 50 or so in the actual container. Hey, let me get my everything off here. Got any King's Hoff? I'm going to say no. Oh, there's springtails everywhere. We love that. Okay. I'm going to say no. King's Hoff? No. I'm going to say no. I'm still working on getting more species of isopods. I don't have, like, a ton. Like, I mean, I don't know if you consider this a ton, but to me, I don't know. I want more. After a while, it doesn't feel like a lot. So this is my other species. I just introduced the new tub, like, maybe a month ago. So these guys are doing really well, too. These are my other colony of my yellow spotted. My yellow spotted are breeding amazing. Holy isopods, Batman. Right? Not only that, so I've got 2 cultures of my yellow spotted. Oh, thank you. P. Hoffs. Oh, I could not pronounce that. P. Hoffsmanzegi are the king. I'm gonna say I did that right. But yeah, so my yellow spotted are my most booming isopod, I'd say. Everything else is still pretty slower but productive. Please go up. I'm so short. Usually Dustin's here to get the last one on top. Let's see. My zebras, my pandas are doing really well. Okay, answer me this. I've never known and I've never asked and I've never researched it before. I know I need to, but I figure it's worth a question. Okay, I keep hearing the term Panda King. Is there Panda and Panda King, or they're all just Panda Kings? I'm genuinely curious. Already time for me to switch streams. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, Frank. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I love the company. But I like you guys. Oh, let's see. But yeah, okay, so is there a difference between Panda and Panda King? I'm really curious. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. Let's see. And then I've also got my my party mix. It's got, believe it or not, orange cream in it, dairy cow, and giant canyon. They all merged in one tub without me doing anything, so. But yeah, no, I've never known about the pandas. Is there a Panda King? See, Kabira's Panda King is a gray and white isopod, one isopod. Yes. Let me get my pandas out. Mine are tiny. I have tiny little things. And I always think Panda King is big. Mine are small. Then again, they were just sold to me as pandas, so I can't assume that they're Panda Kings. I've never labeled them as Panda King. Super nice. Awesome. Let's see. What do we got in here? Oh, there's some in here. They're just tiny. Bunch of them. I'm cupping my hand underneath this so I don't drop anything. Like how I did previously. But yeah, so that's all of them. I know that there's brown pandas. I know there's darker pandas. Okay, so they are a small isopod. Got it. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'll do research later. I'm curious. Because I've seen things labeled as pandas, I've seen things labeled as panda king. I'm like, okay, is there two different things or are they all the same thing? I bet there are bunches in the substrate. Yes. There are. These guys burrow. So it's fun. Whenever I try to cup these, Wally, shout out to you for teaching me how to actually cup these for shows. Because I try to use some of the substrate for Panda Queens. Girl, I agree. Sorry, squirrel syndrome. But nope, same thing. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Anyway, so shout out to Wally for teaching me how to cup things for when I package them for shows. So I try to use some of the substrate in my cups. You know, either I'll pull it from, I have an empty tub that's up here that's just dirt, and then no ice pods, hopefully. Right. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. And I sometimes dig in my panda enclosure, panda tub, and they are just everywhere in the dirt. Everywhere I move anything, there are baby pandas everywhere in the dirt. Like, this is pretty deep. You know, at least a good 2.5 inches, whatever. There's ice pods in every single inch of this. So I always have to use dirt from my empty container. It's crazy. But yeah. And of course I've got a booming dairy cow problem. I can't pull out the tub because it is in here. And I don't want to get all the geckos and everything riled up, so. But we'll do that to some of our breeders, though. Alright, let's see. Who else I want to bring out? Oh, Alaska. Squirrel. Which one are you in? Are you in Kirby or Clementine? You're in Clementine. Oh, let's see. Oh, actually, hang on. We'll get sidetracked again. Let's get out Apollo. I see you coming out. Hi. One of my pretty males. I've had him for a long time. It's been a couple years since I first had him. This is Apollo. Super good boy. Super pretty boy. Kind of a cream color. Some of his drippy dorsal is really white. Really pretty. Good breeder. He's bred once so far to one of my other females named Pumpkin. She's an orange tiger, so I'm not sure how a cream boy is going to affect with an orange tiger. My goal is to produce orange tigers because orange tigers are kind of more of a dominant. And my hope is to have a lot of white drippy and white underbelly, kind of have it come up from the belly and everything, like a white sidewall kind of look to it. That's my hope with this boy. You know, we'll let's see. But yeah, one of my customers, which is also my boyfriend's boss, she just goes, looked like he had a spider web on him. Is this shed or a spider web? It's shed. That's okay. But no, one of my really tame boys. He's super good. Last I weighed him, he was 47, something like that. Good boy. He's chill. I love him. Really good boy. Until you're not. Alright, you gonna go back or are you gonna bite me? He's also one of my more friskier males, so I don't want to handle him for too often. He's already starting to lick, so I'm gonna put him away. I don't know if I'll be able to get Pumpkin out, aka his pairing, but I will try. Oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Alright, that's a no. Try to bite me, a little bugger. Alright, we'll get Alaska out. Also, question for the chat. Does anyone else have an earwig problem? Earwigs are awful right now because of the heat. Earwigs keep trying to come in our house and all of our neighbors because they want water, and we don't want them. And it's been an awful, Ooh, I just saw a spider. Hang on, give me a second. How the fuck you get in here? Sorry for my language. I don't want spiders. And with my geckos. Where'd it go? Bear with me. I have a gecko in my hand. I don't like spiders. Sorry I don't like spider people in the chat, but genuinely don't like spiders. And if it's one that's getting into things, oh, hey, Mark. Alright. Sorry, spider people. It was a tiny little bugger. Okay. Anyways. This is Alaska. Oh, you have them crazy in your garden? Okay. I made a post on our town's page asking how other people had it. They said it's been awful by them. In these last 2 weeks, we've killed over 100 earwigs. I can actually see one in my blinds way up by the ceiling. It's in a bad spot, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it, but we'll try. Anyways, back to the stream. This is Alaska. Sorry that I keep going everywhere, everybody. I'm naturally a squirrel brain. I've got awful ADHD. So this is Alaska. Also one of my male breeders. He's been paired to now 2, maybe 3 females. I say maybe 3 because I never know if I got a lock. I can't remember if I got a lock from a female or not. Because earlier in the season, I tried to just put a pair in a 6-quart tub, spray it, leave them for an hour. I left for one of the sessions because something came up where I was doing something else. And I came back. I didn't see that they locked, but you know how things can be. But yeah. So, this is a little dude. This is Alaska. He always is with me at shows. I always let kids handle him. You know, sanitizer, whole 9 yards. I always like having, no earwig issue here. April was stink bug month. Yes. When I went up to, was it Wisconsin or Michigan for Wisconsin? We went up there at South Bend, and the stink bugs were awful. I hated it. It was my worst part of the trip. Solution for earwig issue. Have more big spiders in your room. No! I actually have some. I wish that my other spiders would pay rent. So, I have a little crevice in my closet up towards the top because we cleaned out the closet, put some shelving in, whatever. There are a few really big daddy long legs that have been taking care of some of the flying gnats that have been coming in and out of my ice pod tubs and whatever. They're paying their rent that way, but I wish they would pay their rent with really big earwigs. I mean, these daddy long legs in there are at least like yay big, at least a good, I don't know, 2 inches long or wide, whatever. They're big. I just, I can't do spiders, can't do earwigs. I am lucky to do isopods. For the love of God, anyone that's grown up with me, if any of my family members are in this chat, they know I hate bugs. Cannot do bugs. Oh my dear Lord, if I see a doobie roach, I freak out. But these guys gotta eat. These guys gotta be healthy. I look out for them more than I look out for myself and my sanity. That is okay. South Bend is Indiana. South Bend, what am I thinking of? South something. South Haven. There we go. I'm sorry. Correction. Thank you, Angie. South Bend. South Haven? Am I right? I think it's South Haven? Something like that? Something Haven. I don't know. Migraine and mushy work brain here. But, anyways. Yep, that would put me over the edge if any of those data long legs were not there. The next. Yes! Oh my god, they are huge. And not only that, I just found the one in his tub. It wasn't a daddy long legs. It was like I don't know, a little bigger than a grain of rice. 2 grain of rice. I don't know. We're measuring things with grain of rice now. But yeah, no, I can't do spiders. And it's funny because all my shows I do every month at King County Fairgrounds, there's so many tarantula vendors, and sometimes they'll take out the tarantulas and handle them. You do you, boo boo. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm petrified, terrified. I'm telling you right now, if I find an earwig in my bed, it's over. I'm done. I'm dead. I am deceased in the bed. Don't count for me to wake up in the morning. That's it. Oh, let's see. Sorry I'm late. I just found this channel. Sorry if you answer this, ignore it, but we'll get gecko species to keep. I keep crested. Oh, I keep a few. Okay, so cressids are my most prolific. I have so many of them. Is anybody coming out? Alright. Oh, don't you dare, sir. You leave her alone. She does lay an egg. Leave her alone. Sorry, I have geckos pissing off other geckos. Um, Worst thing, turning over an ice block cork to find one of the big furry spiders. I'll touch base on that here in a minute. Anyways, answering Matthew's questions from before. No, so I keep crested geckos. They are my most quantity in number that I keep. I keep well over 100. I've got about 40 eggs incubating right now, so it's a pretty big year for us. We also have um uh 20 pairings this year for crested geckos. So those are the ones I breed. Those are the ones that I keep mainly. Um, so other gecko species I keep, I have one special needs gargoyle. I say special needs. She's not really that special needs. She just has a big underbite. I don't mean big. She's really small, just enough where you don't want to breed it. So she's kept in the front room. I want to get more gargoyle geckos and eventually breed them. I would love to do gargoyles. I just never got into it, but whatever. I love the red stripes. I think they're the most prettiest. That's what my actual my special needs gargoyle gecko. She is a red stripe. She's super pretty. I paid a lot of money for her because I didn't plan to breed her, but I really like her. And I just wish that she was more easier to handle because she is very bitey and flighty, and I leave her alone. It's a good relationship between me and her. I leave her alone, she leaves me alone. It's good time. Anyway, so crested geckos, gargoyle geckos, leopard geckos. I have 3 pet leopard geckos. I say pet as in I never plan to breed them. They're perfectly healthy, perfectly normal, perfectly fine, in huge enclosures in my front room. They're all kept in a huge 40 or 50 gallon tank. It's big and they're beautiful. Front opening, gorgeous enclosures. They're the pets that I will keep for as long as as long as they're alive. And they can live for 15 years or so. So I plan to keep them for the rest of my life. I do not plan to breed them. So I've got 3 leopard geckos, 1 gargoyle, over 100 cressets. I also branched out a little bit. I also keep high expression Hawaiian morning geckos. I could not say that 5 times fast. I have 4 of those, and they're gonna be laying eggs soon, which is really cool. I just got them in March, and so they're doing good. They keep going in the egg tubes. My hope is that I'll see eggs in a day now. So really cool there. I also keep some other animals rather than the geckos. I do all sorts of dart frogs. I keep a ton of different species of dart frogs. I have Zerayunga. I'm gonna say the common names because I hate spitting out the scientific names. Because I'm not that smart. So I keep Zerayunga. Those look similar to Santa Isabel dart frogs. Whenever I say thumbnail dart frogs, too, means that they are tiny. Their adults are tiny. So Zerayungas are behind me. Over in this general wall here, this tank and this tank in the middle are the same thing. I have 5, 3 in one tank, 2 in another. So they are red galas. These guys are red on top, black on the bottom. Really pretty. Another thumbnail species. They don't get really big. In this tank right here, those are my blue Azuria star frogs. So they are blue and black. Really pretty. In this tank right here, is my Gecko dart frogs. So these guys get a little bit bigger. Not a thumbnail. Adults can easily grow to the size of a $50, I would say. Maybe a little bigger or smaller, depending on the frog. So I have one of those. I have 2 tadpoles that are growing. They're going to be kind of becoming frogless any day now, so I'll be able to move them in the tank soon. So that'd be really nice. Let's see. So I've got Gecko. So Gecko that's the one that I was just pointing at. It is yellow and black. So yellow on top, black on the bottom. Really pretty. I love these guys. I love my dart frogs. And it's nice because they're a display animal. There's not a whole lot I have to do with them besides feed them, spray them, make sure they're clean and everything, and they're happy. And what's really awesome about my dart frogs is that the plants grow really well. Dart frogs take a higher humidity, slightly higher than crested geckos, and so with that, the plants benefit a ton more. I still have Alaska just chilling down with me. He's just supervising my live. Um, so there's not a whole lot of maintenance with dart frogs. This is one of the reasons why I really like them. I mainly have babies right now, so my only calling is my Zerayunga that was over on this side. My Zerayungas are, tiny and they breed like bunnies. They breed like bunnies. So my only other species of dart frog that I keep is in this big tank right there we go, right here. I mentioned this one earlier in the stream. That's my one where it's just one strawberry dart frog. Just one lonely female in a very huge tank that is way too big for just her. I could definitely fit a lot more in there. Eventually, the plan is to put some of these morning gecko babies in with my dart frog in the big tank. Eventually, I'll move the strawberry out and put her in a tinier tank because I really don't need a tiny dart frog that's the size of less than a quarter. She's probably about the size of a penny, maybe even a dime. In a huge 40-gallon tank. I really don't need that. She don't need that. Whatever. So my plan is to move some of my bigger species of dart frogs into that big tank. So like this is a group of 3 right here. Those are the ones that become about like half dollar size. Eventually, those 3, I hope I got them as males and females. I really hope. I hope I got 1 male, 2 females. You can go either way because sometimes the females are dominant, sometimes the males are dominant. Whatever. I want to put this group in the big tank, move her into this tank, put morning geckos in that tank because, as anyone knows, morning geckos produce like crazy. So eventually, I'm gonna move them over. So really excited. Nice collection. I had a leopard gecko for 18 years. He was the man. I kept Japanese cave geckos and Sphorius. I love Australian geckos. I also keep a bunch of fire salamanders and a house snakes. A house of snakes or house snakes? Alright, awesome. Really cool. I keep fire skinks as well. So I have geckos, frogs, and skinks. I have 2 skinks. They are, bear with me, Alaska. Alright, we're gonna keep rotating here. I am on a rotating table, so I am able to do this. Alright, excuse the light. Here, hang on. There we go. Alright, now we can show off a little bit over here. Excuse paper towel. It's my cleaning section over here, kind of. Just paper towels. So a few things are over on this side. You get to kind of see the whole setup here. I have 1 fire skink in here. They are babies, so they're like, I don't know, 8 inches long, 7 inches long, whatever. They are rescues. I've been trying to do everything that I can with them, and we'll see. I don't know. The one up top is struggling, and I've been trying to do everything that I possibly can with care and humidity and everything, feeding and everything that I possibly can, but they're incredibly skittish, and with that, they're scared to eat. So we're trying. I don't want to get to the point of force feeding, but I will if I have to. We'll get there, because these guys can also drop their tails. They can regrow, but it just takes a really long time. Rotating camera. It is not a rotating camera, it is a rotating table. I am on one of those office tables that kind of move with you. It's a table that I move for me within the Gecko room, so it's a table, not a cart, it's a table. It's one of those tables also where I can move it higher or lower, so it's like an office table, but it works in the Gecko room. Let's see, I have 1 Crusty and 1 Sandboa. I need to eventually get an adult Crusty to fill my empty tank. Yes, either reach out to Wally, or I also have some adults left over. I'll be bringing them to Schaumburg. I have a couple on my Morph Market still. If you ever want to check me out on Morph Market, come check me out. I don't have a whole lot posted on Morph Market just because it's blazing hot right now, and I just never got around to it. Rotating table, camera, either way, very cool. Thank you so much. Well, if you have one you want to give away, oh man. Anyways, so like I was saying, so fire skinks, I've got one baby in here, and there's also a tank. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a tank down here as well that has a baby fire skink in it too. So it's 2 rescued fire skinks. I don't know. I'm trying my best. It's all I can do. They're rescues. When there's only so much you could. All right, please don't cancel the stream. All right, there we go. He's still down here. There's only so much that I can do when it comes to rescues. They were a surrender kind of situation, so we're trying. No, don't. Not on the laptop. Oh, bear with me, y'all. I have a gecko about to do something funky on my laptop. Okay, I caught it. Okay, we're good. I caught it. I caught it with a piece of tissue paper. We're good. We're good. That was clutch. Alright, get the hell off of here. You nasty. You a nasty boy. As he's actively putting a thing out. We love that. Oh, that was my best save. You guys didn't have to see that, but I had a piece of paper in case anything happened, and it did, and I'm so thankful that I did this. He started crawling up on my keys, and put this thing underneath there. I saw him lift up the tail. Lifting up the tail is going to mean either one of two things for a male gecko. Either his hemipenes are going to pop out and there's going to be stuff everywhere, or he's going to poop. It was poop and hemipene. Okay, we did it. Alright, we're past that. Okay. Guess I'll clean up a little bit. I also had female scent on me too, so that didn't help either. What a time. Sorry for mentioning about the crusty. Yes, check with only Geckos first, of course. That's okay. Check me or Wally out. We both have animals, so if you want to branch out. I really want to add some Picta, and hearing of Wally on the Gecko Exchange podcast now, I really want. Yeah, I would like to get some Picta too in the future, but I really want to see what critter is climbing up that pole in the corner. Which one? What pole? What corner? Oh, you're talking about this. Don't scare me like that. That's a decor piece. It's taped, so I can't really grab it down. Don't scare me like that, Angie. That's decor. Yeah, I could see how that might be a little deceiving. But it's just a shiny metal piece of decor. Nothing too special. Okay, anyways. I was really scared for a second, Angie. Don't do that to me. I'm listening to my stream as it plays, so that's super funny. But yeah, so we'll see about the fire skinks. I have a bunch of baby frogs right now, baby darts for my Youngos, of course. Oh, anyone want this is moss in a cup. Java moss. It's aquatic moss. So in case you see this is just moss and water. It's not gross, I promise. It's just moss. Sorry, I knew it was I probably should have mentioned that. Thanks. I'm like, did a gecko get out? The only one that could get out would be him, and he's right there. I've only had, in the many years I've been, keeping animals and everything, with the last few years being geckos, I've only had one escapee. Knock on wood. But I've only had one escapee. It was because I had a 3D print vent and the glue on the 3D print failed, and it jumped right on the floor, and I walked in on the middle of the floor. This is the only time I've ever had a problem. Knock on wood. But it's fine. Let's see. So this is my little temporary terrariums for my tiny little dart frog species. So these guys are like yay big. They're really tiny. So this is my little setup for them. It's kind of hard to see. But there's live plants in there. All your critters are bioactive. 50% are. It's hard doing 200 animals in a bio. We do tub setups for most of our breeders and most of our grow-ups, grow-outs that I've been trying to do. But all of my dart frog species are on bio. A good portion of my crescents are on bio. Eventually I would like to be all bioactive. My dart frogs pretty much have to be bioactive. Like, there is no if, and, or but about it. Just about all of my darts have to be in a bio, just with the humidity and requirements and everything else. So that's gonna be another selling factor. I'm actually teaming up with another company. So Totally Twisted Terrariums, if you've ever heard of them, Totally Twisted Terrariums. Um, we are teaming up at shows. So we vend a lot of shows together. Whenever we do vend a show together and that we are able to, um, he and I will be putting each other's products on each other's tables. So whether it be frogs, geckos, whatever it may be. So at his table, it's just bioactive tanks and supplies. So if I could put some of my animals on his table and we can both make profit on it doing a deal or whatever, awesome. Because those frogs, you can't put them in a tub. You can't put them in a basic tank. No, they need bio with just their general requirements and how they hide and everything. I've seen people try to do tubs and it's always flopped. So if you ever at a show you see Totally Twisted, mention them to me. We might have some of my animals on his table, so that's really cool. Like at Scott's show, my animals going forward will be some like a good, I don't know, 15-20% of my animals will be on his table. So really, really cool. The more I can, work with other brands and other companies, especially other vendors and everything, that's awesome. I love working with other vendors. Um, Especially at the Scots where we see each other every month and, it really works out. So, um, yeah, so at Schaumburg, we will be there at Schaumburg. We're vending. Isotopia is also one of my good friends. They are from Chicago, so we see each other um, all the time, and we talk all the time, and I buy from her all the time. And no, we talk species and everything whenever we see each other. She's so nice, and she's been doing this for a long time too. And she's always super available as well. That's what I love about Isotopia. Um, but yeah, so we'll be vending. I think we're actually vending near Isotopia at Schaumburg, which is cool. So we've got Schaumburg coming up, and we've been prepping and trying to get gears going for getting everything ready for Schaumburg, which is coming up in less than a month, which is scary to think. But not only that, we were able to get in Tinley again. So we're not going to have our own table, but we'll be sharing with Creepy Exotics, Barbara Gilbert, if anyone knows them. Um, and we'll be vending with her again, just like how we did with March. So we'll just have a section of her table, and we'll be there. So I love her, and I couldn't thank her more than what I already have. She is amazing for helping me out. Um, and she also vends all my Scotch shows with me. So heck yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's so cool to see how far the Dark Rock hobby has come. I used to go to the Scotch show when it was the Lee Watson show. Yep, exactly. That's great. I'm going herping with Bill on Sunday. Ah, what I would do, because I can't tell like my coworkers, hey, I'm gonna go herping this weekend. They're gonna look at me like I'm dumb and weird. I work in finance with like people that are 3 times my age. um, and I would love to just go to like a forest preserve or a national park or something, and I would love to just go like herping and find salamanders or isopods. I would kill to do that. um that would be awesome, but I just don't have anyone close enough that would be that interested in doing something like that. um the nearest breeder is still a good, I don't know, 45 minutes away, longer maybe. I don't know. It'd be definitely a big plan to do something like that. Let's see. Yeah, Gecko Mama. Yep, Gecko Mama, 110%. Barb has been doing this as almost as long as I've been alive, which is crazy to think. Yeah, no, she's been doing this for a very long time. There's a lot of people that have been doing this for a very long time. Cough Wally, shout out. I love you, Wally. You're awesome. Um, Also, if Nanette's there, tell her I said hi. I don't know if Nanette or yeah, tell them I said hi. Um, let's see, we're looking for bull snakes and milk snakes on Sunday. Oh, that's cool. See, I'd like to do snakes. I'm not able to identify every species of snake, so I feel like I would get bit and die. That would be my luck. Um, let's see. Alliance. Oh, hey! Watching from a link by Spring Gecko, feeding Gex and hang out with y'all. Hi, and do one of my friends work with at the clinic and a farm, and we can. Oh, that'd be really cool. Yeah, that I would kill to do that. If someone has big property that has a lot of fallen trees, whatever, count me in. Let's see. Um, but yeah, if I were to go and find a snake, I would not be able to identify it beside the garter snake. That's as far as my knowledge goes. I have not done enough research about snakes to be able to identify a random snake I found in the wild. Would love to be able to at some point, but I'm not there yet. Um, but yeah, symbiotic, that would be cool. And also, welcome to the stream. Um, let's see. But yeah, no, I would love to because like there is Starbuck Park that's maybe an hour or so less from here. Really huge park. Granted, there's trails and everything, but it's also really foresty and really pretty. Um, I'd love to go there and just go find ice pods. That's all I want to do is find ice pods. Even if they're normals, I want to find ice pods. There's nothing around my house. If there is, it's one and it's like struggling. Shoot. But, well, it's been an hour. I have a pounding headache, and I need to go kill more earwigs. I don't want to, and I hate them. And Dustin's been the one killing them for me these last 2 weeks. Shout out to Dustin if you're watching. He's killed over 100 for me. These last 2 weeks. Um, but big millipede. Don't like big millipedes. Don't like big spiders. I will do a salamander all day long. Screw a millipede. Um, anyways, also, Wally, you mentioned this earlier that you flipped over a cork piece and you found a big, hairy looking spider. I would die. I would see a leg and die. I don't even have to see the full thing. Count me out. I am done for. But yeah, so we do this live stream every Friday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. So yeah, just be welcome to subscribe and tune in. Usually there's another person in the stream, and usually it's a lot more talking rather than just me ranting and squirreling all over the place. But you get that headache here for and get Rowan share. We get the earwigs out and harmless around the herbs. That's good. I've also wanted to try. They said to do Dawn spray, like a diluted spray, and just spray that around and clean everywhere. So we'll see. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure to subscribe because we do this live stream every Friday, like how I just said a minute ago. Squirrel syndrome. Make sure to subscribe. We talk all the time. Usually we talk over different projects. I went over a couple. I'll talk more next week. All different breeder projects and all different things I've got going on in the house. There's always something going on. But yeah, no, we just started doing live streams. This is episode 9, so for 9 weeks we've been doing this. So about a month and a half we've been doing live streams, and it's been good so far. I've heard a lot of people talk to me about it. So yeah, well, I will see you guys if you tune in next Friday at 7:30. Hopefully David DePino will be back and we'll be talking, more about geckos and different things going on in the hobby and what's going on with us and general life. But yeah, good night, everybody. Tune in next week. Thank you, everybody, for talking. I appreciate y'all.